Hi, health teachers. I'm happy to share this sexual health and communication lesson for high school students. You'll get this teacher guide with detailed step-by-step instructions of how to conduct the lesson in your health classroom. I'm going to give you a really quick preview. So assuming that these are high school students who have learned about sexual health previously, explain to them that you'd like to know what they already know. And that's why you're asking them to complete this individual sexual health pretest. You can assign this via Google Slides, and students will simply click and drag the circle to the answer that they believe is correct. Now, I suggest you give students no more than 10 minutes to do this individual pretest. At the end of that individual pretest, explain that you'd like the students to do a class challenge. So collectively, you want to know what they know about sexual health. Students will have 15 minutes to work together as a class to complete the same 15 questions. But here's the trick. They all have to agree on every answer. This is high stakes stuff. If they get 100%, then you don't need to review old material and they get a movie day. If they don't get 100%, it's time for some remediation in the form of a document-based question. Cue student whining. So you're going to set students off on this 15-minute class challenge in Google Forms. Now, meanwhile, you are actually doing a social experiment, trying to observe how your students communicate in a high-stakes, high-stress situation. So as they're working on that sexual health class challenge, you're keeping an eye on their communication, keeping a tally of all their positive communication and anything they struggled with, as well as many specific examples as you can record in that 15-minute time frame. Don't tell them what you're doing. At the end of the 15 minutes, students need to submit their form, and they'll get immediate feedback. So they'll be able to see what questions they got right, what questions they got wrong. They'll get additional information as well as links where they can go learn more. As a teacher, this is a great time to clarify any misunderstandings and correct any misinformation about the basics of sexual health. Chances are you've gotten through a class period at this point. So next time you see students, you're going to say, I know you tried really hard, but you didn't quite get that 100%. Instead of forcing you into a document-based question, we're going to do a video-based question. And now's the big reveal. Students, what you didn't know was that I wasn't all that concerned about what you knew about sexual health, but rather how well you could communicate in high-stress situations. Some of you proved very effective communicators. Share some of your observations with them. Others really struggled at times. Share some more observations. So we're going to spend the next couple of classes learning about the basics of effective communication, and we'll use these videos to do it. At this point, you can choose or allow the students to choose any video from the choice board, knowing that each video has a specific lesson to teach about effective communication. Now, you can use as many videos as you need to help you come up with the do's and the don'ts of communication. Students can follow along with their own communication skills graphic organizers where they can add text boxes to type in. Or if you want to keep them focused on your discussion, you can have your discussions, watch the videos, and then provide students with a completed graphic organizer at the end of all those discussions. We want to make sure they understand what they've learned. So you're going to ask them to reflect on their own communication skills in this individual communication skills reflection, where they can simply type in their answers and submit that to you. You also can do a quick 5-question Google form for each student where you check for understanding about communication skills. These questions ask about assertive communication, conflict resolution, refusal skills, and empathy. It's a quick 5-question Google form that is also self-correcting, so students will get feedback immediately about what answer was correct and why. I hope you enjoy this sexual health and communication lesson. It's a great way to get things started.